close the door with the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Strike three.
Line into left field for a base hit.
Hit in the air. That's going to be the second baseman. They have a chance for two, and they got him.
Run, the throw is in time for the out.
Lifted high into left field. Ball is way back, and that ball is way gone.
Alston Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
Welcome back to the Olson Softball Complex. Softball fans, on our Irie Insurance pregame show, get the insurance protection you want with the customer service you deserve, covering it all: home, auto, crop, commercial, and benefits insurance. IrieINS.com for a free quote today. As the Hillsboro-Central Valley Boroughs welcome the Kindred-Richland Vikings in a North Dakota Girls Softball Class B Region 1 contest. It's second place in the Region 1 standings, taking on third place in the region standings. Kindred-Richland comes into the contest at 6-1 in the region, 8-4 overall. Hillsboro-Central Valley 2-3 in region play and 3-5 overall. And again, on our Irie Insurance pregame show, we'll take a quick look at both of these teams. Was unable to connect with the coaches more than just brief exchanges. Pretty tight schedule today, and there's a lot going on. Of course, there's a high school concert, high school, middle school choir and band concert tonight there in Hillsboro. So I believe at the Heck at 7 o'clock. So if you got some free time, you enjoyed this game, and then come on down and watch some great performers here tonight. Again, that's at the Heck at 7 o'clock in Hillsboro, at least. So a tight schedule. Of course, this game, 3 o'clock, because of that, a concert to try and get both of them in. Of course, we started out really nice with some nice weather at the start of the season. Started early, if you could say that. But then the rain came, and it stayed around for maybe longer than we wanted, except if you're a farmer or a gardener or you wanted your lawn pretty immaculately green. It's rivaling Ireland right now based on the weather and the rainfall we've had. So the field looks pretty nice out there, especially the outfield, super lush and green. But the skies, again, look kind of bleak as we get to softball action. So we won't have pregame comments from the coaches, but a couple of keys to take away from last time. Really, we saw both of these teams, Kindred-Richland on Friday when they took on Thompson, a loss to the Thompson Tommies. As Sam Brandt mentioning that she just wants to see competitive at-bats and a competitive atmosphere from her team in and out. Of course, when you look at their team, Kindred-Richland, they, again, 6-1 in the region, only region lost to Central Cass by 1 run in Castleton. All but one game on the season. That was DLBLC back on April 6th. They've been in the game, meaning they've lost, either won the game or lost by 2 runs or fewer. So Kindred-Richland having a solid year so far. Them and Central Cass will be competing for the top seed. Hillsboro-Central Valley right now, they've got the inside track for the number 3 seed. Them and Enderlin and Northern Cass all kind of bunched up. They're all fighting for the 3rd seed, 4 and 5, and then Hankinson, FCT, Lidgerwood, and Maple River down at the bottom of the standings here right now. And for Hillsboro-Central Valley and Coach Corey Erickson, last time we spoke, it's been a long time since we've had HCV softball, at least here at the home facility. Northern Cass was the last game, or Central Cass, was the last game that we had back on April 23rd. And, of course, all season long, Corey Erickson has stressed team communication, being on the same page, and the pitching, trying to get that improved. They're coming off a pair of losses at the Minot South Hill Softball Complex to Delax, Burlington, Lewis, and Clark 7-4, and Renville County 9-2. Of course, those are no slouch teams either. Some of the best out in the West, especially in Region 3, that Northwest region in the state of North Dakota. And so those are some kind of notes as we head into this one. Hillsboro-Central Valley, Kindred-Richland. Don't forget as well at 3:30, first pitch on yourliveevent.com. We have Hillsboro-Central Valley and Larimore baseball action for you on the other side of the city. So that's what's coming up here on our Irie Insurance pregame show. Coming up, we'll take a look at the starting lineups next.
Lee Brothers Sales, Highway 9 in Ada, invites you to order your new Chevrolet vehicles. From the Silverado, Trailblazer, and Traverse, Lee Brothers is your authorized Chevrolet dealer, providing sales and service to the area since 1975. For ordering your vehicles, talk with Mitch Smurfer J. Trust the experts who know your vehicles best and take advantage of great Chevy certified service offers today. Lee Brothers Sales, Highway 9, Ada. Call 218-784-2000.
Hi, this is Chrissy Thompson from the Hillsboro-Central Valley School District, reminding you that ethics, integrity, and respect are values important to our daily lives. In our sporting events, educational lessons, and lifetime values taught by school activities. Remember that one simple word, sportsmanship. It's how you play the game. This message is from the Hillsboro and Central Valley School Districts.
I was visiting with Ben at the Hillsboro Body Shop, and we discussed, well, a lot of things. And then we were discussing, when do you think about the body shop? Most times it's after your vehicle gets damaged from an accident, hitting a deer, hailstorms, scratches, dents, windshield cracks. Ben says, beep. I say, when you need the repairs to your vehicle as you're thinking of the Hillsboro Body Shop, call Ben. 701-636-4981.
Full Service Foods in Hillsboro provides contract packaging and private label foods for your local and regional retail stores. Full Service Foods is a leader in the upper Midwest for less than truckload quantities for contract manufactured sauces and dressings. They are a privately held company with a reputation for quality and customer service. Full Service Foods is proud to be in Hillsboro and bringing employment opportunities to the area. Find out more at FullServiceFoods.com. Full Service Foods of Hillsboro, proud to support this community event.
Back here at the Olson Softball Complex in Hillsboro, and it's time for our American Crystal Sugar Company starting lineups. Live the sweet life, great careers, quality products, grower owned, crystalsugar.com. Starting with the Kindred-Richland Vikings, they'll go with this starting lineup. It'll be again, starting for the Kindred-Richland Vikings. Leading off, it's a senior center fielder, number 18, Jansen Jordheim. Batting second, it's a junior left fielder, number 0, Eliana Schmitz. Batting third, the junior shortstop, number 1, Leah Rowland. Batting fourth, it's the junior pitcher, number 17, Cora Johnson. Batting fifth, it's the senior at first base, number 10, Danica Rath. Batting sixth at second base, it's a senior, number 11, Bram Mauk. Batting seventh, it's the catcher, number 16, a senior, Mackenzie Fuchsa. Batting eighth, it's a senior at third base, number 20, Avery Emmerman. And batting ninth, it's the freshman right fielder, number 12, Jana Cesarek. That's the starting lineup for head coach Sam Brandt, Coach Erickson, and the Kindred-Richland Vikings. Again, our starters courtesy of American Crystal Sugar Company. Wishing our area regional sugar beet growers, producers, a safe and prosperous spring planting season. Take a look at the Hillsboro-Central Valley Burros starting lineup. Leading off, it'll be the junior catcher, number 1, Peyton Quam. Batting second, it's the junior shortstop, number 3, Kaylee Kittleson. Batting third, the junior third base, number 22, Carsey Hattlestead. Batting fourth, it's the sophomore center fielder, number 7, Sana Kritzberger. Batting fifth, it's Danielle Dubois, senior at first base. Batting sixth, the designated player, freshman number 10, Abigail Anderson. Batting seventh, the pitcher number 4, junior Megan Ensign. Batting eighth, a junior at second base, number 8, Morgan Potasic. And batting ninth, it's left fielder, freshman number 13, Leah Jelmstead. In the flex spot, the right fielder, number 9, Katie Onis. That's the starters for head coach Corey Erickson. Hillsboro-Central Valley Burros, Corey assisted by Serena Closey, Timothy Spurgeon, and Molly Knutsvig. Again, that's our starting lineups presented by American Crystal Sugar Company. Live the sweet life. As we will step away here for the national anthem. When we come back, it's softball action here from the Olson Softball Complex. Region 1 opponents, it's Kindred-Richland taking on Hillsboro-Central Valley on YourLiveEvent.com. Coming your way next.
It's the most prestigious, challenging, rewarding tour on dirt. The most wanted, baddest outlaws, and the most powerful late models on the planet. The world of outlaws, King's Late Models.
At Dakota Heritage Bank, we know your schedules can get hectic, and you don't always have time to get to the bank during regular banking hours. We make it easy for you with mobile banking, online banking, and bill pay, services that we offer for free. This is Michelle with Dakota Heritage Bank, inviting you to do your banking with us anytime, anywhere. Just go to dhbanknd.com or download the mobile app for convenient on-the-go banking, serving you with locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota. Dakota Heritage Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
For all your fresh floral needs, rely on 3R Floral on Main Street in Hillsboro. If you have an upcoming wedding or special event, contact 3R Floral to help with your floral needs for the occasion. Call 3R Floral at 701-636-2000. You can also find gift ideas for all occasions. Check out the new decor to spruce up your home and office for the new year at 3R Floral. And don't forget about Hillsboro Gifts, featuring Burro apparel for all Burro fans. Check out the 3R Floral Facebook page and see some great gifts available. If you can dream it, we can do it at 3R Floral in Hillsboro.
Goose River Bank is here for the communities we serve, building relationships that last a lifetime, serving the strong Red River Valley and beyond. We are your neighbors, friends, and family, committed to providing everything from everyday personal banking to loans for your farm or business. Visit one of our locations in Mayville, Hillsboro, or Hatton, or reach out and we'll happily come to you, because it's the neighborly thing to do. Goose River Bank, strong communities.
At Abra Auto Body and Glass in Grand Forks, they make sure your vehicle gets the best standard of care to get it back on the road as quickly as possible. Lonnie and his team are some of the most highly trained in the industry. With state-of-the-art technology and superior products, your vehicle will leave in great condition. With their drive-in claims area, the process is smooth and easy. Let Abra Auto Body and Glass in Grand Forks provide you and your vehicle with premium care and attention. Open 8 to 5:30 Monday through Friday. Abra Auto Body and Glass of Grand Forks.
National anthem has concluded, and we're getting set here for softball action on YourLiveEvent.com between Kindred-Richland and here's Hillsboro-Central Valley. Make it inside, warming up in the circle there for the Burros. And the way our officials for today's contest, Greg Heitkamp and Terry Miller. And so we're going to get started pretty close to on time, but story of the game is going to be the wind right now, mainly I'd say more clouds than clear skies right now. No sun in the picture. That has gone away. And the rain is upcoming, but this game should be able to be done by that point. 74 degrees right now in Hillsboro. 49 is going to be the low tonight. Winds out of the northwest at 25 to 30, gusting into the 40s and possibly even 50s. And so Kindred-Richland will start things off here with Jansen Jordheim, the senior center fielder, to face Megan Ensign here. Again, number 2 in the Region 1 standings versus number 3. Ensign with the first pitch at 3 o'clock. That means a little bit outside. It's going to go 1-0. Again, the wind will be a massive factor in this contest. Let's see a fair amount of walks, depending upon the direction. Could see some long balls as well. There's one through the infield. That's a base hit on the second pitch for Jordheim. Senior center fielder is aboard. And that brings in now the left fielder, number 0, Eliana Schmitz. Schmitz, a junior. And with one aboard, there's the first pitch. Bunt is shown. That'll be a strike. Runner will not go for the steal, at least not yet. And 1-0 count to Schmitz. Rolling on deck, and Johnson in the hole here for the Vikings. Just one loss in the region this season to Central Cass by a 2-1 scoreline. Those two same teams will meet tomorrow, weather permitting, in Kindred. Pitches the ball. Count goes to 1-1, which has big implications because if that game can't go, of course, that's a high priority to get that second game on, especially for Kindred-Richland. Central Cass will have nothing more than have that first game be a 2-point game. They take the massive 2 points and probably the number 1 seed with it. But, of course, Kindred-Richland would love to get that game back on the schedule, try to even the score, maybe even win out on score differential. 1-2 is the count here to Schmitz. Still a fair amount of games to be played here in Region 1. 1-2 pitch. Bit of a ball there, 2-2. Megan Ensign has had the majority of the starts in the circle this season for Hillsboro-Central Valley. Not tapped to be the ace pitcher for the Burros, but due to some circumstances, had to take on that load and responsibility. As popped up there left side, that goes foul down the third base line. Count remains at 2-2. Runner aboard here, nobody out in the top of the first. On the Golden Harvest Tim Kazette seed sales scoreboard, 701-430-0877. Check out the corn and bean varieties from Tim Kazette, Golden Harvest seed sales. Swing, and there was contact on that. I'm going to call it a foul there. Pitch number 7 of the plate appearance coming up here for Kindred-Richland's junior left fielder, Eliana Schmitz. And sign, there's the pitch. It's outside, gets away. On a pass ball, Jordan gets over to second. As first base now open for Schmitz. Pitch number 8 of the plate appearance coming up. Full count pitch. Got her down. Looking in 8 that time, Megan Ensign with the first out of the inning. On a strikeout, brings in Leah Rowland with the junior. Shortstop as popped up. Shallow center field. Santa Kritzberger watches it drop. Could not get there in time. A little miscommunication there for the Burros. Leads to a bloop single there for Rowland. One out on the board. Runners now at first and second with Cora Johnson. Junior pitcher comes up to bat here. Ensign. First pitch. Outside. Ball 1. Runners will stay where they are at the moment. Raff on deck. Malk in the hole. 2 hits and a strikeout in between so far for Kindred-Richland. The first went left. Second went center. As Johnson called time. As you can see on the screen from the junior high field, I believe, there was a ball that went foul into the mesh here. 2-1 is the count. That's foul back. Count goes now 2-2. Jordan over on second. Rowland is on first. As Ensign delivering there the 2-1 pitch. Makes it now 3-1. As Johnson will step back in here for the Vikings. Ensign, 3-1 pitch. Strike 2. Last time Ensign made it to a full count was a strikeout. Took her 8 pitches to get one, but she was able to collect the strikeout early. See if she can do something similar. Full count pitch. That one hits. This time.
Next up to bat, Danica Rath.
Either way, it would have been a walk. So the base is now loaded. With 1 out on the board, brings in Danica Rath. Rath, the senior, first base. Number 10, right-handed batter there for the Vikings in those blue pinstripe jerseys. White pants, blue socks, black batting helmets. First pitch is a strike. Count goes 0-1. Mauk on deck. Fuchs in the hole here for the Vikings. Ensign, 0-1 pitch. Grounder foul down the third base line. Count goes 0-2 now. Ensign checking the armband there. And the windup, the 0-2 pitch. A little inside that time, 1-2. Of course, important game for both these teams, especially for Kindred-Richland to try and keep pace with Central Cass. The top of the Region 1 standings. 1-2 pitch, and Rath goes down. Swinging in 4 this time. The second strikeout of the game. And due up here now for the Vikings is Brea Mauk. The senior. Swing and a miss. Count goes 0-1. Fuchs on deck. Ammerman in the hole here. The base is still loaded now. 2 outs on the board. Lots of defensive options for Hillsboro-Central Valley here in the gray jerseys. Blue letters. Blue numbers outlined in white. The pitch, that's high. Count goes now to 1-1. Again, Jordan with a leadoff single on third. Rowland with a single on second. And Johnson as a hit batter on first. Actually, they did. Oh, I'll save that. 1-1 pitch. Outside, 2-1. Wind starts to pick up a little bit more here. Ensign, the 2-1 pitch. Strike 2. Ensign battling back here. Not including the hits. She's been pretty even so far. Give her the strike and ball tally here in just a little bit. 2-2 pitch. One slow and inside, double full count, actually triple full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bases are loaded here in the top of the first. Certainly nowhere to hide from Mauk at the dish for Kindred-Richland. And Ensign in the circle for Hillsboro-Central Valley. Full count pitch, another hit batter. And that one stings. As Jordan will come home to score. Kindred-Richland takes the initial lead here, 1-0 on that Golden Harvest Tim Gazette seed sales scoreboard. The wind certainly playing a role here so far. First pitch is a ball outside, the 14th thrown by Megan Ensign here in this first inning. Not counting the hits, she's thrown 12 strikes. So pretty even so far in the first 28 pitches. Pitches outside and high. 2-0. Ammerman on deck. Tazarek in the hole here for Kindred-Richland. With that 1-0 advantage. 2-0 pitch. Outside now 3-0. Ensign with a couple of strikeouts, a couple of hits allowed, a couple of hit batters, and a couple of outs on the board with the bases loaded behind her. Ensign, 3-0 pitch. There's a strike. Ensign. An 11-minute first inning so far, 3-1. There's ball 4. A walk given up by Ensign, and that brings in Roland. Makes it 2-0 here. Kindred-Richland. Bases remain loaded. Johnson's all the way to third. Malk is over to second, and Fuchsa now is at first as Corey Erickson does a little circle visit. And a 2-0 score right out of the gate here for Kindred-Richland. Going to leave Ensign in. Of course, you're still really trying to get this last out to get out of the first. Kindred-Richland offensively this season, they did not score double-digit runs in the first 3 games and only once in the first 6. But in their last 6, they've scored double-digit runs in 5 of them and have shut out their opponents 3 times. Enderlin, Hankinson, FCT, Lidgerwood, and Valley City, a team that played Hillsboro-Central Valley here in the season and home opener, in which the Burros, they also won that game in dramatic fashion, 11-10. It's another hit batsman. This time Ameren will go over to first. And Johnson. Cora Johnson will score now 3-0 in favor of Kindred-Richland. So here's Tazarek coming up here for Kindred-Richland. All 9 batters have seen the batter's box in the top of the first. First pitch is a ball, just a little high. Count goes 1-0. Again, there for Tazarek. Need just 1 out. Get out of the inning. 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss now, 1-1. Kindred-Richland, their losses this season have come against DLBLC, Beulah, Central Cass, and Thompson. The DLBLC was the only one that was by more than 2 runs. That was a 16-5 loss. Swing and a miss there for Tazarek, and the count goes 1-2. Ensign trying to close things out here with a strikeout. 1-2 pitch. A little high and away, 2-2. Again, 3 hit batters, 1 walk drawn, 2 hits allowed, all 3 runs earned, and 2 strikeouts so far. The first 8 batters for Megan Ensign. 2-2 pitch, popped up, and that just out of reach of Otis out and right. 1 will score, 2 will score, and 3 will score. A 3 RBI triple there for Tazarek. Bringing home again Malk and Fuchsa and Ammerman. To make it now 6-0, Kindred-Richland. First pitch to strike from Ensign to Jordan. Jordan 1 for 1 with a base hit. Start out the game. Pitch the ball. Count goes to 1-1. 15-minute top of the first. Ensign takes a look at the armband once again. Delivers the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss by Jordan. Count goes 1-2. Ensign trying to finish out the inning. 1-2 pitch. Got her down. Drops, strike. Nice toss. No in time. So there were 6 runs off of just a pair of hits. No errors. All 6 runs were earned, and there was 1 left on base. Again, runs scored from Jordan, Roland, Johnson, Mauk, Fuchsa, and Ammerman in that half inning. 3 RBI triple by Cesarek. 6-0's our score in the Golden Harvest Tim Cozette Seed Sale scoreboard. Hillsboro-Central Valley will try to etch into the lead next.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
All Works Underground Utilities LLC specializes in directional boring and plowing of underground utilities. Contact Dylan Stevens, 218-261-3090. Power lines, communications, water and sewer lines. All Works LLC can get the job done. All Works LLC works with residential and construction contractors in Minnesota and North Dakota. Contact Dylan Stevens with All Works LLC, 218-261-3090.
And I don't know, as we go to the bottom of the first, that this has happened before or this will happen again, but according to the lineup card we have, there's the first pitch. We have a pitching change already for Kindred-Richland. On the initial lineup, the pitcher was Cora Johnson, the junior, and instead is now Danica Rath, who's in the circle. Pitching change presented by Nodak Insurance Company, agent Brad Richter, Hillsboro, sales associate Nick Preston in Mayville. It's Peyton Quam, the catcher, number 1, goes up to the plate. Swing and a miss now. 1-2. Therefore, Quam, the junior. Kittleson on deck, Hattlestead in the hole. There's the pitch. It's popped foul. Count remains at 1-2. So Rath is in the pitching circle, and Johnson's moved over to first base. Wondering if maybe they made that move to try and preserve her for tomorrow's game against Central Cass. Knowing that they have a 6-run advantage. Might be a little early to do that, but nonetheless, that was a change. I don't believe there are any other changes in the infield. Malk remains over at second as Quam right to the pitcher. Toss to first in time for the 1-3 out. Isn't Kaylee Kittleson, the junior shortstop, number 3. Right-handed batter. With Hattlestead on deck, Kritzberger in the hole. First pitch, bunt is shown. There's a strike, count goes 0-1. Nobody on, and 1 out here in the bottom of the first, a 6-0 lead already for the Kindred-Richland Vikings. There's the pitch. A little high that time. Count goes 1-1. Again, surveying the rest of the infield looks to be the same. Everyone looks to be in their spots. So it just seems like from the initial lineup, first base and the pitcher switch places. Everybody else looks to be where they were listed at the beginning of the game. 2-1 pitch. 3-1. As the infield comes in just a little bit. 3-1 pitch. Fouled. Oof. Count goes full here. Rath I guess you could say she is the starter, as that's an unassisted grounder to first for the second out of the inning. Brings in Carsey Hattlestead, junior, third base, number 22. Nobody on and 2 down here in the bottom of the first. 6-0 Kindred-Richland. The Vikings looking to go back to the state tournament. Of course, a fair amount of work left to do there. First pitch, swing and a miss for Hattlestead. Count goes 0-1. Hillsboro-Central Valley was the other representative last year, so both these teams made it to the state tournament. Burroughs with a memorable win over Central Cass, I believe, to get themselves to state, as that's fouled back. Count goes 0-2. As Rath looks to get out of the inning unfazed. Swing and a miss does just that. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base here. And it took just 15 pitches to get out of the inning. 6-0 our score as we go to the top of the second. Do it for the Vikings, 2, 3, and 4 in the batting order. Schmitz, Rowland, and Johnson here on YourLabEvent.com.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
It's a spring sale with additional discounts on all trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsboro. With everyday lower prices, Bloomfield Enterprises is offering additional discounts through April 30th. All trailers have spring sale discounts and price savings. Dumps, tilts, utility, equipment, and car trailers, plus goosenecks and flow aluminum trailers. Talk to Tim at 701-430-0877 or Larry at 218-368-7989. See Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsboro for big spring sale discounts on trailers.
First pitch here of the top of the second is a strike. Megan Ensign returns out to the circle to face Eliana Schmitz. 0-for-1 with a strikeout for Schmitz. All 9 batters have seen the batter's box at least once already in this game for Kindred-Richland. 1. There's just a little outside ball that time, 1-1. Rowland on deck, 1-for-1, and Johnson in the hole, hit by the pitch. Ensign, 1-1 pitch. Oh, boy. We'll say the wind took that one. That's when you just go, yep, let's go to the next pitch. Ensign, 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Nice one there. Thrown by the junior. Ensign takes a look at the armband once again. And delivers the 2-2 pitch. That's just a little outside there. Full count. She gave up 3 hits, struck out 3, hit 3 batters, and allowed a walk. Full count, just a bit outside there that time. For the second walk given up by Megan Ensign. Brings in Leah Rowland, the junior. Shortstop, number 1, right-handed batter. Had a home run in the loss to Thompson last week. It's ball. Count goes 1-0. Part of a theme, at least for games I was a part of, where we gave our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game to a team from player from the losing team. 1-0 pitch, pops that one into center field, and actually slipped into left and hauled in there. by Jelmstead. So fly out to left. First out, not by Megan Ensign today for Hillsboro-Central Valley. Brings in now Cora Johnson at first base, number 17, the junior. Bunt is shown. Got away on the wild pitch. Schmitz gets over to second. Johnson, one of the 3 hit batters in the first inning. 1-0 pitch, grounder, short, toss to first in time for the 6-3 out. Does advance Schmitz over to third.
Next up to bat, Danica Rath.
2 down now for Hillsboro-Central Valley. Maybe finding a little bit of a rhythm as Danica Rath, now the pitcher. For Kindred-Richland, senior. Inside, first pitch. Rath gets hold of that one. Just beyond Jelmsted's reach. Out in left field, and it'll be an RBI double. Bringing home Schmitz, making it 7-0. Kindred-Richland. And with 2 outs on the board. It's now 4 runs in this game with 2 outs on the board. Brings in Brea Mauk. Mauk will go left and way foul. Down the third base line. Count goes 0-1 with Fuchs on deck and Ammerman in the hole here. A 7-0 lead for the Kindred-Richland Vikings. About half an hour into this one. A 1 pitch. Outside, 1-1. Runner caught in a pickle. Toss and a throwing error that time. And all of that for not much. Rath was off the bag halfway between second and third. Hillsboro-Central Valley made a play. Potasic couldn't quite hold it in. The wind took it. Rath might have had a chance to actually get to third, but decided to play it safe and stay at second base. Count goes to 1-1 here for Brea Mauk. Mauk hit by the pitch back in the first. Scored a run as well. 1-1 fouled. Count goes 1-2. Ensign. A trio of strikeouts here. Has allowed 3 hits, hit 3 batters, given up 2 walks. Looking for strikeout number 4 here, the 1-2 pitch. Blown away. Count goes 2-2. Ensign looking to get out of the inning with not too much damage done. 2-2 pitch. Grounder foul down the third baseline. Count remains 2-2. As Mauk continues to fight here. Can win pretty consistently, 20-30. Winds gusting into the 40s and even possibly 50s as Ensign reels in another strikeout that time for her 4th strikeout of the game, only giving up 1 run in that half inning off of 1 hit, excuse me. There were no errors. There was a 1 earned run, and there was 1 left on base. 7-0 is our score after the top of the second, headed to the bottom of the second. Next on the Golden Harvest Tim Cassette Seat Cell scoreboard, Kindred-Richland 7, Hillsboro-Central Valley 0.
Central Valley Bean Cooperative in Buxton, North Dakota has adapted to the growing needs of the edible bean industry since 1982. Production of edible beans helps many growers in the Red River Valley make their farming operation more profitable. These growers are also producing a nutritious, high-protein food source, helping feed a hungry world. Central Valley Bean Cooperative in Buxton, with receiving stations in Hatton, Sharon, Larimore, Devils Lake, Wilton, Washburn, Lincoln, Peasic, East Grand Forks, Grafton, and Garski. Learn more at centralvalleybean.com or 701-847-2622.
Hey growers, when working on your water management solutions, call Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. They are your water management contractor, helping you with tile drainage plans, service drainage plans, or both. Remember, water management is a lifetime investment. Call Chad 701-430-0182 to get your water problem solved. For more information, follow Chad's Excavating on Facebook. For tile drainage and service plans, call 701-430-0182. Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
Back here for the bottom of the second on YourLiveEvent.com on the Golden Harvest Tim Cassette Seed Sales scoreboard. Kindred-Richland 7, Hillsboro-Central Valley 0. 0-1 count for Santa Kritzberger. Sophomore center fielder number 7, swing and a miss. Number 2 makes it 0-2. And Danica Rath is listed on the lineup card at first base. She came out in the last inning in the pitcher's mound. And she is able to pick up her second strikeout of the game. Brings in Danielle Dubois. First base. Number 14 right-handed batter for the Burros. Senior. First pitch to strike. Count goes 0-1 with Anderson on deck and Ensign in the hole. For Hillsboro-Central Valley, trying to get their first base runner of the game. A 1 pitch. Fouled back. 0-2. Rath. 0-2 pitch. Grounder, Dubois to second. Toss to first for the easy 4-3 out. Just like that, already 2 outs on the board. Nobody on. Designated player number 10, Abigail Anderson, a freshman. Face off with the senior, Danica Rath. First pitch to strike, count goes 0-1. Rath, 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Rath, 0-2 pitch. Strike 3. Here's a quick one for you. 3 up, 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors, no earned runs. Nobody left on base, and just 9 pitches for Danica Rath. Top of the third we go on YourLiveEvent.com with the Golden Harvest Tim Gazette Seed Sales scoreboard. Kindred-Richland leads Hillsboro-Central Valley 7-0. Almost half of the energy used in homes goes toward heating and cooling the spaces we live in. Energy Star certified heating and cooling equipment can improve your comfort while lowering electric bills. Through its Bright Energy Solutions program, City of Hillsboro offers rebates for a wide range of energy-efficient equipment like heat pumps and central air conditioners. You can also get a rebate for having your cooling system professionally tuned up. Call the City of Hillsboro to learn more about rebates or visit brightenergysolutions.com.
This is Dustin Nagel with Dakota Heritage Bank. We're a family-owned community bank where decisions are made locally. At Dakota Heritage Bank, we can assist you with all of your banking needs, including checking and savings accounts, credit and debit cards, loans of all types, and more. We offer free mobile banking, online banking, and bill pay services. Just go to dhbanknd.com or download the mobile app for convenient on-the-go banking with Dakota Heritage Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Top of the third we go. Kindred-Richland leading Hillsboro-Central Valley 7-0 on the Golden Harvest Tim Cassette Seed Sales scoreboard. And Mackenzie Fuchsa will be up to bat here now for Kindred-Richland. Fuchsa drew a walk and scored a run in the first. First pitch is a ball. Cal goes 1-0, a senior. Ammerman on deck. Tazarek in the hole here for Kindred-Richland. They're 7, 8, and 9 batters. 1-0 pitch. Outside now 2-0. 6 runs in the top of the first for Kindred-Richland. 1 more in the top of the second. Trying to pitch their 4th shutout in the last 7 games. 2-0 pitch. Strike 1. Ammerman on deck was a hit batter. And Tazarek hit that big 3 RBI triple in the first. 2-1 pitch. Ball 3. Inside. 3-1 pitch. Ball 4. Walk drawn there, and that brings in Avery Ammerman. Third base, number 20. Senior. As I believe we get a courtesy runner out there for Kindred-Richland. It's Josie Mattis, sophomore. In for Fuchsa. First pitch, the bunt. And no contact on that, so steal there for Mattis. And she's over to second base now. Actually, say that's a ball. Count goes to 1-0 there. For Ammerman, 1-0 pitch. Makes it now 2-0. Nobody out here in the top of the third. A runner at second. A 7-0 lead on the Golden Harvest Tim Cassette seed sale scoreboard for Kindred-Richland over Hillsboro-Central Valley in this Region 1 girls softball action. 3-0 is the count now. Ammerman with Tazarek on deck to round out the order the second time through for Kindred-Richland today. Inside the 3-0 pitch. You're going to say strike one that time. Keeps Ammerman in the box. Inside, 3-1 pitch. Line drive right down the first base line for a base hit. So Mattis moves over to third, Ammerman over to first on the single. And Tazarek will come up to bat. 1 for 1 with a triple, 3 RBI triple there for the freshman right fielder. And Janet Tazarek. And runners at the corners, still nobody out here in the top of the third. Bunt is shown and pulled back. Strike. Runner goes for the steal and gets there with ease. He tripped over her own feet there for a little bit. Both runners now in scoring position. And a 0-1 count to Tazarek with the top of the order. Jordheim on deck. Schmitz in the hole. 0-1 pitch. Ball 1. And we've got just getting underway over the other side of town. It's Hillsboro-Central Valley baseball against Larimore. Keith Meyer on the call for that one, also on YLE. That's a foul down the third base line. Count goes 1-2 for Tazarek. No batter is 2 for 2 yet today. Tazarek, the only one that still has a chance to be batting 1,000 for the day. Inside, 1-2 pitch. Got her down, drop, third strike, tossed to first. Good effort, but not in time. So a runner will score, another will score on the throwing error. And Tazarek gets over to first on the drop, third strike. Mattis and Ammerman both score. It's now 9-0 as I get a pitching change here. Still with nobody out here at the top of the third. Six runs in the first, one in the second, and two in the third. As Ensign will stay in there right now. So that will credit Megan Ensign with her 5th strikeout of the game. And the first error as well for Hillsboro-Central Valley. First official error in the books. As the top of the order is back up there for the Vikings with Jansen Jordan. Jordan 1 for 2, base hit, and a strikeout in the first and second, respectively. Schmitz on deck, rolling in the holes. The wind gusts again. 0-1 pitch. Grounder. Third. Toss to first. That's the first out of the inning. On the 5-3.
Next up to bat, Elena Schmitz.
The junior Eliana Schmitz will come up here now for Kindred-Richland. 0 for 1, a walk drawn, and a run scored back in the second. Runner is at third with one down here now. A 9-0 lead for Kindred-Richland. Trying to go to 7-1 in region play. Swing and a miss. Count goes 0-1. They would go 9-4 overall. 2 losses to teams out west and 2 losses to teams right here on the eastern side. Thompson and Central Cass. Of course, the Eastern L's for Kindred this season. Pitch the ball. Count goes 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out here, top of the third. And sign the 1-1 pitch. That got away. 2-1. Rowan, then Johnson, then Rath up for Kindred-Richland. After Schmitz. 2-1 pitch. Outside, 3-1. Inside, 3-1 pitch. Oh, boy, got to get away from that one. Chance at an out there, not in time, off a wild pitch. Run will score to make it 10-0. It's also a walk drawn for Schmitz. Cesarek will score her first run of the game. And again, a 10-0 lead for Kindred-Richland. Runner now just on first. Lee Rowland, junior shortstop on the day, 1 for 2. Base hit in the first, fly out in the second. And there is 1 out on the board. Grounder to third, and now there'll be 2 outs on the board. What a throw from Adelstead over to Du Bois.
Next up to bat, Cora Johnson.
2 down here now as Cora Johnson will step up. Johnson is 0 for 1. Ground out in the second. Being hit by the pitch in the first. Inside, first pitch, grounder to the pitcher, toss to first, well in time for the 1-3 outs. Closer down for the top of the third. 3 more runs come across off of just 1 hit. There was 1 error. We'll go 2 earned runs and 1 left on base. On the Golden Harvest, Tim Cozette seed sale scoreboard as we head to the bottom of the third. It's 10-0. Kindred-Richland with the lead over Hillsboro-Central Valley.
My coworkers here at Duggleman are super supportive. We all get along. Makes for a really easy work day, easy work week.
From day one, I felt like it's been a big family here at Dagelman.
Our culture at Dagelman is really second to none. It's truly a family atmosphere.
It feels really great to be a part of a team that is building some of the toughest equipment in the farm industry.
I'm Madden Scunberg. I'm confident on the field, and when it's time for college, I'm confident Bank of North Dakota will help me make good student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident.
I'm Tylee Johnson. I'm confident in the arena, and when it's time for college, I'm confident Bank of North Dakota will help me make good student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident.
On the Golden Harvest Tim Cassette seat sales scoreboard as we start the bottom of the third. Kindred-Richland leads Hillsboro-Central Valley 10-0. Megan Ensign swinging and a miss on the first pitch. 0-1 makes it now 0-2. Danica Rath so far pitching a perfect game with 3 strikeouts, 3 groundouts. That's it. 0-2 pitch popped up. That's foul. The other field, and count remains at 0-2 with Potasic on deck and Jelmstead in the hole here for Hillsboro-Central Valley. Again, looking for their first base runner of the game. 0-2 pitch. A little high that time, 1-2. In fact, since the second out of the first inning, Rath has not allowed more than 1 ball for any batter. Actually, threw outside of contact, positive contact, she threw in that second inning all 8 strikes. There's a grounder unassisted at first base for the first out of the inning. So again, Rath has tossed just 6 balls in this game. 1 down here now in the bottom of the third is Morgan Potasic. Second base. Number 8, right-handed batter. That one goes foul down the first base line. Count goes 0-1. Potasic, junior. Rath, 0-1 pitch. A little low that time, 1-1. Looking at the schedule here at this moment for the Burros. They share one thing in common with Kindred-Richland. They both will play Central Cass this week. Count goes 1-2. Kindred-Richland tomorrow and Hillsboro-Central Valley on Thursday before going to Fargo for the big jamboree this weekend. Renville County, Botno, Grand Forks Central all on the list this weekend as Potasic swings and misses for the second out of the inning. Brings in Aaliyah Jelmstead. Jelmstead, freshman, fouled. Count goes 0-1, the left fielder. Top of the order on deck here for the Burros and Quam, Kittleson, and Hattlestead. Right now, no dice so far for Hillsboro-Central Valley, 2 2/3 in. A 1 pitch, a little high this time. 1-1 after an inning, which she threw no balls. Danica Rath has now thrown at least 1 in the first 3 batters of this one. It's fouled back. But she has picked up now 4 strikeouts, allowed 4 groundouts. The first 8 batters faced. Nobody on, 2 down, 1 strike away from ending the third. It's fouled. Just a 1 clean strike. Count remains at 1-2. And 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Jelmstead goes down. No runs, no hits, no errors. No earned runs. Nobody left on base. That ends the third on the Golden Harvest Tim Cassette seat sale scoreboard. We go to the top of the fourth with Kindred-Richland leading Hillsboro-Central Valley 10-0.
Head on over to the website, rjbroadcasting.com, and download the digital copy of the 2024 Spring Sports Guide. It's free and available for you to download on the website, rjbroadcasting.com. You'll be able to download the free copy, digital, the Spring Sports Guide with bios, coaches' comments, also schedules and information for the spring sports seasons in our region. Check out the complete project. It's downloadable now for your device. It's at rjbroadcasting.com, the Spring Sports Guide.
Top of the fourth here on YourLiveEvent.com on the Golden Harvest Tim Cassette Seed Sales scoreboard. Kindred-Richland leading Hillsboro-Central Valley 10-0. Megan Ensign remains in the circle. That one got away. Nice snag, though. The catcher spot for Quam. Count goes 1-0. Danica Rath 1 for 2 with a 2 RBI double in the second. Strikeout back in the first. 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-1. A mixed bag day for Megan Ensign. She's got some strikeouts, hit batters, walks, hits. Defense has come up with some ground outs. 1-1 pitch. 2-1. Just hasn't quite been the day, at least so far, for Hillsboro-Central Valley, but there's still game to be played. 2-1 pitch. Outside 3-1. Not even an hour into this one, already into the top of the fourth. Top of the first, that took about 15, 16 minutes. The rest of the game is taking about 35 minutes. So we'll give that a base hit. Throw to second, won't be in time. Give that a clean double there for Rath, her second of the game. Brea Malk will come up to the plate. Malk, senior second baseman, number 11. She is 0 for 1. Strikeout back in the second. Got hit by the batter here, hit by the pitcher in the first. First pitch to strike. Count goes 0-1. Inside the 0-1 pitch. Strike 2. Inside on the hunt for strikeout number 5 of the day. Inside 0-2 pitch. And that'll be a hit batsman.
Next up to bat, Mackenzie Fuchsa.
Malk will go aboard. Runners now at first and second with nobody out here. In the top of the fourth is Mackenzie Fuchsa, the senior catcher. Number 16 comes up to bat. She's drawn a pair of walks in this one. First pitch. High and away, 1-0. Ammerman and Cesarek on deck and in the hole to round out the order the third time through here for Kindred-Richland. All 9 batters plus 1 came across in the first. As that's popped up and that's out of play. Count goes down to 1-1. Be really nice for Hillsboro-Central Valley fans to see a double play here. Have not seen that yet today on either side. Hillsboro-Central Valley's looking for their first base runner of the day. 1-1 pitch as that is scooped up and oh, look at that! Broadcaster's jinx working perfection.
Next up to bat, Avery Ammerman.
Oh man, I ask and I shall receive. A grounder right to Kittleson at short. She gets Rath out on the tag for the first out and then throws Fuchsa out for the 6-3 double play. That's exactly what Hillsboro-Central Valley needed. One runner remains at second, and that being Mauk. Pitches a ball. 2 balls here for Ammerman. Cesarek on deck. 2-0 pitch. Foul. Down the first baseline. 2-1 is the count now. Hillsboro-Central Valley, again, still very much in this game. Got to get some offense going in the 4th and 5th. Try and stretch it to, trying to at least get it to a full 7 innings. As we approach an hour in this one. Inside, 2-1 pitch. Popped up, nicely placed into the gap at left center field. 1 run will score on an RBI double from Ammerman. She's now 2 for 2 on the day. As it's now 11-0 Kindred-Richland. As Tazarek will come up here now. Freshman. Still with 2 outs on the board. 1 for 2. That's a low ball 1. So now the only one that is still batting 1,000 is Ammerman with a single and a double. An RBI driven in as well. She drove in Mauk. Making it there 11-0. It's fouled back by Tazarek. Again, the Vikings round out the order for the 3rd time. 1-1 pitch. 2-1. Two down here in the top of 4. And a runner on second, an 11-0 lead for Kindred-Richland. Inside, 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner is on second. Ensign looks to finish her 4th inning of work today. Ensign, 2-2 pitch. Ball 3. Double full count here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Nowhere to hide for Tazarek at the dish for Kindred-Richland. Ensign in the circle for Hillsboro-Central Valley. Double full count pitch, high and away, walk drawn.
Next up to bat, Jansen Jordheim.
Runners now at first and second, still 2 outs on the board for Jansen Jordheim, 1 for 3 on the day. With a single and a run scored. There's the pitch, grounder, foul down the 3rd base line. Count goes 0-1. Schmidt's on deck, rolling in the hole. As the Vikings look to extend their lead. This is now they're in the last 7 games, as that one is low and inside. Last 7 games, including this one, Kindred-Richland has reached double digits in 6 of them, and they are 5-0 in the previous 5. Back where they have scored double digits this season, the Vikings are undefeated. Count goes 1-2. There to Jansen Jordheim, the senior center fielder. By the way, when Kindred-Richland doesn't score double digits, 1 for 4, or 1 and 4, I should say. Popped up into the air as that one, the wind took that one away and out of play. Runners will go back where they were. As will Jordan. She'll go back to first. And 1 and 4 when scoring single digits or less this season for Kindred-Richland. That's chopped foul again. 1 hour, 1 minute into this one. 11-0 lead for Kindred-Richland. Looking to add some more here in the top of the fourth. Ensign, the 1-2 pitch. A little high, 2-2. Ensign, check of the armband here. 2-2 pitch. Low inside. Back-to-back double full counts. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Third base open right now. First and second occupied. Jordan trying to, at the very least, fill those bases. Ensign, the double full count pitch. Grounder to third. And Hattlestead right there for the force out. Great placement there. Ammerman will take the third out. 1 run off of a pair of hits. There were no errors. There were 1 earned run, and there was 2 left on base. On the Golden Harvest Tim Gazette seat sale scoreboard, we're through the top of the fourth. 11-0 Kindred-Richland over Hillsboro-Central Valley.
At Enbridge, we believe sustainability is the foundation of our success. How well we perform as a steward of our environment, a safe operator of essential energy infrastructure, a good neighbor, and a diverse employer defines our success. Learn more about Enbridge's environmental, social, and governance commitments and our Indigenous Reconciliation Plan at enbridge.com.
Don't be fooled by that beat-up old cap. Its faded crown represents the tireless work of America's farmers and ranchers. Its sturdy brim, their dedication to providing our nation with a safe, affordable food source. So we'd like to tip our hat to them. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting those that protect America's food source.
Contact Ryan Opdahl, your local Farmers Union insurance agent, at 701-436-5777 or use the QR code to connect with the agency.
New pitcher out there for Kindred-Richland, the original starter, Cora Johnson. Finally sees the circle there as this pitching change presented by Nodak Insurance Company, agent Brad Richter of Hillsboro, sales associate Nick Preston in Mayville. For all your insurance questions, see Trail County's agents with answers for Nodak Insurance Company pitching change here. Again, Cora Johnson steps into the circle for Kindred-Richland. First pitch was a ball. This one is a ball as well, 2-0. So Danica Raff, who on the card was listed at first base, is back at first base now. She goes 3 innings, strikes out 5, and doesn't allow a base runner. Quam, a tough play for Roland, and that will be an E6. Roland had it, lost it. Probably could have made the play. It's the first base runner of the game for Hillsboro-Central Valley. And the first error of the game as well for Kindred-Richland. Brings in Kaylee Kittleson, the junior, shortstop number 3. Right-handed batter here. Johnson, first pitch, bunt is shown. It's laid down nicely. Toss to first is in time for the 1-3 out. Quam maybe try to pick up a couple of bases on that. She will settle for one to get back in time. One out now on the board. Brings in Carsey Hattlestead 0 for 1 with a strikeout in the first. Get our first base runner of the game for Hillsboro-Central Valley. In scoring position, trying to at least put one on the board. First pitch. Runner goes and is going to get there. And the ball wasn't quite passed. She'll pick up a steal on that one. I'll give it to her. Quam now staring down home plate. Pitch is a foul. Count goes 1-1. With Kritzberger on deck and two boys in the hole here for Hillsboro-Central Valley. Trying to at least avoid the shutout. 1-1 pitch. A little high, 2-1. As Quam really dancing over there on third base. She's just itching to get home. I don't know that we've seen a steal to home yet this season. At least not a really gutsy one. Count goes 3-1. The only charges to home we've seen are from pass balls, wild pitches, things where there's a clear advantage. 3-1 pitch. And that one does get away, and the run is scored for Hillsboro-Central Valley. It's a walk as well for Kittleson. So the shutout will not take place. Santa Kritzberger comes up here for Hillsboro-Central Valley. So again, all kinds of interesting strategy here. Sam Brandt goes to a switch early on and then brings back in her original starter. Well, definitely not a perfect game anymore. Still a chance at a no-hitter. 11-1 is the score. As now we got a runner on first. Still just one out on the board. Courtesy runner does come in for Hillsboro-Central Valley. And coming in for the Burros, that's a Casey Hong. Hong to run the bases, a sophomore. And for Hattlestead. First pitch, a strike to Kritzberger. Sophomore sees the 0-1. Makes it now 1-1. A little low that time for Johnson. So the Burros needing one more to get away from that 10-run threshold. As Johnson looks like she's trying to stretch out her shoulder a little bit. Her throwing shoulder, of course. 1-1 pitch. Kritzberger goes foul down the first base line. Count goes 1-2 with Du Bois on deck and Anderson in the hole, both 0 for 1. Again, still no hit yet. Quam getting on due to an error, and Hattlestead getting to base with a walk. 1-2 pitch. Well, outside, 2-2. Johnson. She takes a look at her armband now. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Runner goes for the steal, and she is thrown out as well. That'll do it there for the inning. Hong is thrown out for the third out. Kritzberger strikes out for the second out. And one run does come across. No hits, one error, one unearned run, and none left on base. After the top of the fourth, their score is 11-1. Kindred-Richland with the lead over Hillsboro-Central Valley. We'll head to the top of the fifth. Forgot to do one inning. Top of the fifth here, coming up next on YourLiveEvent.com.
Let the geeks at GK Technology help you with your agricultural data. Their agronomists know agriculture. When it comes to creating soils and zone maps to maximize yields in your fields, you can trust the people with decades of experience in site-specific agriculture. Everyone at GK Technology has a background in agriculture, so they know what makes a farm run, and they speak your language. The geeks at GK Technology have a map and an app for that.
Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro. Fireworks and sports stuff in the same store? That's right. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro. Come in and browse the sports cards and memorabilia and fireworks at the same time. Unopened packs and boxes of sports cards, plus pre-owned cards as well. Jersey, swatch, autograph cards, lots of Twins, Vikings, Wolves, Wild, Lynx, and North Stars memorabilia, bobbleheads, caps, and more. Call anytime, 701-436-6140. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro.
At Halstead Living Center and Heritage House in Halstead, they remain committed to their original mission of providing living environments for seniors that maximize health, independence, and quality of life. Residents can enjoy hobbies, socializing, programs, and more at Halstead Living Center and Heritage House communities. For more information on Halstead Living Center and Heritage House in Halstead, call 218-456-2105 or log on to halsteadlivingcenter.com.
And the top of the fifth here on YourLiveEvent.com with the Golden Harvest Tim Cassette seat sale scoreboard. Kindred-Richland leading Hillsboro-Central Valley 11-1. Megan Ensign continues to be in the circle for the Burros. Eliana Schmitz comes in to bat for Kindred-Richland. She's 0 for 1 with a pair of walks drawn as well. Ensign, the 1-1 pitch. That's low and inside, now 2-1. The Vikings 8-4 overall, 6-1 in region play. They would move to 7-1 on the season with the win. Central Cass today, they are idle. They'll play Kindred-Richland tomorrow, so that if the Vikings win, they will hold the region lead. Swing and a miss that time for Schmitz. Count goes 2-2. They will be at top the Region 1 standings only by a half game. And, of course, the winner of that game tomorrow would be in first place if Central Cass, if weather holds. If Central Cass wins that game, they will pretty much have the inside track to the number 1 seed. That's a swing and a miss. Schmitz goes down on a strikeout. Her second of the game. And our first out here at the top of the fifth. If Hillsboro-Central Valley has an incredible rally to win this one, that would also favor Central Cass. As the Squirrels, they do have a win over the Burros already this season, 21-4. Back here in Hillsboro. It's popped up, and that goes foul for Leah Rowland, the junior shortstop. That, along with a walk, nixed a combined perfect game there for Rath and Johnson. Kindred-Richland. Count goes 0-2 for Rowland. She is 1 for 3 with a base hit. Fly out and a ground out otherwise. Grounder, few hops to short. Toss to first well in time. Good toss by Kittleson. On a 6-3, and all of a sudden, Hillsboro-Central Valley's got a little momentum here. If they can shut down these Vikings in the top of the fifth, they give themselves a really good chance to score at least one run to keep this game going. About an hour, 15 minutes into this one with a gust of wind. Here comes Cora Johnson, now the pitcher. First pitch is a ball. A little low that time. Count goes 1-0. She is 0 for 2 on the day. A couple of groundouts. Got on in the first as a hit batter. Scored one of the first 6 runs back in the first. We had, again, 6 runs in a 15-minute top of the first. Since then, we've got an hour with 6 combined runs. Swing and a miss. Count goes 1-1 here. For the Vikings, again, they're undefeated when they score double digits this season. They've scored double digits in now 6 of their last 7 games, including this one. But gave up what would have been their 4th shutout in the last 7. Pitch is a strike. Count goes 1-2 for Megan Ensign. Ensign on the day, 2 strikeouts in the first, 2 in the second. She had none. She had 1 in the third, and she had none in the fourth. 1 here so far in the 5th. So 6 strikeouts on the day for Megan Ensign. Averages around that 7-8 mark. There's a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here for Cora Johnson. Nobody on here in the top of the 5th. Inside, 2-2 pitch. That's outside. Double full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Getting that third out seems to be always the hardest to get. I think some people may say the first out is the hardest to get. I think it's the last out. Seems to be the hardest one to get. Double full count pitch. That is behind. We'll say walk on that one.
Next up to bat is Danica Rath.
For Johnson. Brings in Danica Rath now at first base. She's 2 for 3 with a pair of doubles. 2 RBIs as well. Cesarek, though, is the team leader in RBIs with 3 on the day today. First pitch popped up as that goes into the glove of Kittleson at short. Pop fly to the shortstop to end the inning. No insurance runs able to be gotten by Kindred-Richland in that one. On the Tim Cassette Seed Sales Golden Harvest scoreboard, Kindred-Richland 11, Hillsboro-Central Valley 1. They need at least 1 to keep this game going.
Halstead Telephone Company delivers fast broadband internet, telephone, and cable TV to residents in this region, including Halstead, Shelley, Neilsville, Climax, Fisher, Bigland, Gentilly in Minnesota, and Hillsboro, Caledonia, Gardner, and Argosville, North Dakota. Serving the area residents since 1904, Halstead Telephone continues to create a bright future for this region using 100% fiber optic technology. Service plans offer flexibility and choices, and there's local support personnel ready to help. Contact Halstead Telephone Company today.
There's a new inventory of trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsboro. You can see the latest inventory online at BloomfieldTrailers.com. Bloomfield Enterprises has a full line of Big Tex trailers. Big Tex has affordable and versatile utility trailers for all your jobs. Big Tex has a full line of products from ATV trailers to gooseneck to dump trailers and more. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsboro.
The Hillsboro-Central Valley Booster Club is made up of parents, fans, and community members who work together to build team and community spirit. The Hillsboro-Central Valley Booster Club supports Hillsboro and Central Valley students in their school activities and encourages all students to be involved in the activities at your school. The Hillsboro-Central Valley Booster Club takes great pride in uniting the communities to support the boroughs, encouraging everyone to promote school spirit, sportsmanship, and to support the Hillsboro-Central Valley students. It's the Hillsboro-Central Valley Booster Club.
Bottom of the 5th here, we do have a pitching change on yourliveevent.com as Danielle Dubois. And an 0-2 count here now. Nodak Insurance agent Brad Richter, sales associate Nick Preston of Hillsboro and Mayville, respectively, bringing you this pitching change. As Rath is back in the circle, in for Johnson. Count goes 0-2, and that one's a little low, 1-2. So Rath went 3 innings. Johnson pitched the 4th, gave up a run, and Rath comes back in because of it. 1 ball, 2 strikes here for Dubois. Oh, no, called it. A little late, but that is strikeout number 6 for Rath. First out of the inning. Brings in now Abigail Anderson, the designated player. First pitch is a ball. Count to 1-0. Again, the Burros need just 1 run to keep this game going. Ensign on deck. Potasic in the hole here for Hillsboro-Central Valley. 1-0 pitch. Anderson swings and misses. Nice cut on that swing. 1-1. She gets a hold of it. This is going to go a decent length. 1-1. A low and inside. 2-1. And just need 1 to move this game to a 6th inning. There's a swing and a miss there that time. 2-2, by the way. Score update, bottom of 3. 2 outs on the board. Hillsboro-Central Valley leading Larimore 1-0. That Golden Harvest Tim Cassette Seed Sale scoreboard. 2-2 pitch. Strike 3. Anderson goes down looking. And we're down to the last out for Hillsboro-Central Valley. Brings in Megan Ensign, 0 for 1 on the day. As first pitch, Ensign swings, miss at that one, 0-1. Rath and Johnson looking to combine for the no-hitter. In 5 innings of work, 0-1 pitch. Strike 2. An hour, 20 minutes into this one. Rath looking to close the door here. 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Drop third strike, toss to first well in time. And that will do it. A no-hitter combined between Danica Rath and Cora Johnson for Kindred-Richland. Makes it a final score of 11-1. In that 5th inning, no runs, no hits, no errors, no earned runs, nobody left on base as Rath strikes out the side. She picks up on the game 8 strikeouts, 9 combined for Rath and Johnson. Kindred-Richland moves to 7-1 in the region. They, for at least 24 hours, take over first place of the Region 1 standings. They move to 9-4 overall. Again, 7-1 in region play. Hillsboro-Central Valley drops to 3-6 overall, and 2-4 in region play. Going to step away here for a few minutes. We'll come back with some post-game comments. Hopefully hear from head coach for Hillsboro-Central Valley, Corey Erickson, and we'll give out our play and player of the game here. Time of the game, hour, 20 minutes approximately. And again, the final score on the Golden Harvest Tim Gazette scoreboard, Kindred-Richland 11, Hillsboro-Central Valley 1. Post-game comments are next.
There's more at 104. Hillsboro, North Dakota has everything you want in a hometown. Business opportunities, great jobs, and a top-notch school. Shovel-ready lots for your next idea. Great jobs in manufacturing, healthcare, and agriculture. An excellent education for your kids with small class sizes and lots of school spirit. Plus easy access to I-29 and the conveniences of North Dakota's largest cities. Build your future in Hillsboro and see why there's more at 104.
Hillsboro Dairy, with delivery of fresh dairy products and more to your home door. I've had Hillsboro Dairy delivering cold, fresh dairy products and other items to my door for years. 3 main reasons why. It's the convenience, the products are fresh, and the delivery service from the Udder Guy. Nobody does it like the Udder Guy. Every week, we get to see Teak. Please call him at 701-436-5877. Delivery right to your door from Hillsboro Dairy.
As spring arrives, so does allergy season. Stop at Hillsboro Drug for all of your allergy medications, along with over-the-counter medications, vitamins, health and beauty items, and more. Don't forget, you can now text Hillsboro Drug anytime for your prescription refills, 701-636-5231. Remember, Hillsboro Drug also offers free delivery in Hillsboro and Halstead. There's always something new at Hillsboro Drug, with a great selection of seasonal items, gifts, and cards for all occasions. They're always happy to help you, and they thank you for your business at Hillsboro Drug and Gift.
The Hillsboro Vets Club thanks you for your support of their activities and events. Stop in and to check out their new menu. Enjoy the Vets Club appetizers every Wednesday from 5 till 7. And as I've said many times, they have the best roasted chicken around. Enjoy roasted chicken every Saturday from 5:30 till 7:30. Get there early because sometimes it's gone early because it is the best roasted chicken. Fries and coleslaw also available with this meal every Saturday. Dine in or take out. The Hillsboro Vets Club.
Not everyone can get Secret Service level protection, but with Irie Insurance you can. You see, we've got your back, protecting homes, vehicles, businesses, crops, and so much more. Ensuring you've got the protection you need and all your questions answered faster than you can say classified information. Get protected. Get Irie Insurance. Go to IrieInsurance.com for a free quote and consultation.
You're feeling that spring sensation, and that means it's time to put a spring in your step over to Mayport Hardware. They've got it all, the seeds, soil, pots, and garden tools you need to make your green thumb glow. If you're spring cleaning, pick up some paint or rakes to spruce up your home and yard. They also have appliances to put that tax refund to good use, and the bikes and lawnmowers, they're just ready to roll out the door. Keep that spring sensation at Mayport Hardware, Trail County's Hardware Hank on Main Street in Mayville.
Final score here on the Golden Harvest Tim Cazette seed sale scoreboard. Kindred-Richland gets a 10-run win over Hillsboro-Central Valley in an hour and 20 minutes. 11-1 is the final score. The Vikings defeating the Burros. Let's take you through here the stats and storyline of the game. And these stats and storylines brought to you by Farmers Union Insurance Agent Ryan Opdahl of Hillsboro. Home, auto, crop, commercial, benefits, insurance. He does it all. Call 701-436-5777 or contact Ryan, Ryan.Opdahl at FUMIC.com. You can also stop by the agency in Hillsboro. Again, the stats and storyline. Kindred-Richland, they scored 6 runs in the first inning, taking advantage of just 2 hits. There were also 3 hit batters and a walk given up by starting pitcher Megan Ensign for the Burros. Big play of the first, Janet Cesarek, a freshman, with a 3 RBI triple, going to make it 6-0 Kindred-Richland. They would not relinquish the lead the rest of the way. They added a run in the second, 3 more in the third to take a 3 more in the third and 1 in the fourth to take an 11-0 lead. The Burros did pick one up in the bottom of the fourth thanks to an error. Shortstop Leah Rowland for Kindred-Richland couldn't quite come up with a play. Payne Quam was able to get aboard, and then Hattlestead gets on due to a walk, and on a pass ball, or a wild pitch, it allows Quam to come home to score. But that was the only run. Kindred-Richland would add not score in the top of the fifth, but Danica Rath strikes out the side for Kindred-Richland in the bottom of the fifth to end the game and get that 10-run rural victory. Individually, we'll start with Hillsboro-Central Valley for stats-wise. The only, again, scorer was Peyton Quam. Hattlestead gets on due to a walk. That's it. Nobody else getting on base today for Hillsboro-Central Valley. For the pitching side, Megan Ensign pitched all 5 innings. She gave up 5 hits. She ended up striking out 2, 4, 5, and 6 batters. She struck out 6 batters. She did give up a few hit batsmen and a few walks on the game as well. So kind of a mixed bag day, as I like to say it, for Megan Ensign in the circle. Individually for Kindred-Richland, Jansen Jordheim goes 1 for 4 on the game with a base hit and run scored. Eliana Schmitz, she goes 0 for 2 with a pair of walks and a run scored. Leah Rowland, 1 for 4, base hit, run scored. Cora Johnson, she went 0 for 2. She was a hit batsman and drew a walk, scored a run. Danica Rath went 2 for 4 with a pair of doubles. 2 runs batted in as well. No runs scored. She was the only base run or only batting position that did not score a run today. Was Danica Rath, but she did a lot of other work. Get that in just a little bit. Brea Mauka was 0 for 1, strikeout, a pair of runs scored. However, Mackenzie Fuchs was 0 for 1, did draw a couple of walks and scored 1 run, as well as her courtesy runner there for Kindred-Richland, scoring a run, that being Josie Mattis. Let's see here. Avery Ammerman, she finished 2 for 2. Single, double, 2 runs scored, stolen base, and an RBI. And Janet Cesarek, we already talked about the 3 RBI triple, as well as scoring a couple of runs, a drop third strike also, and a walk drawn. So that's what we got there for you on the offensive side. Pitching-wise, for Danica Rath, she was not listed as the pitcher when we got the lineup card, but then she showed up in the circle. So a little bit of a pitching change there that time. She was tremendous. She was able to strike out 8 Hillsboro-Central Valley batters. She gave up no runs, no walks, no base runners, nothing. Cora Johnson gave up the error and the walk. Just that, those two miscues would have been a combined perfect game. Rath gets the win. Ensign will take the loss. For Hillsboro-Central Valley, again, the Vikings are at the top of the Region 1 standings. They're now 7-1 in region play, 9-4 overall. Hillsboro-Central Valley drops to 3-6 overall and 2-4 in region play. Step away here a little bit. We'll see if we can get Corey Erickson up here for a little post-game comments. But again, those are stats and storyline presented by Ryan Opdahl, Farmers Union Insurance Agent of Hillsboro. Continuing our post-game next on YourLiveEvent.com.
You can buy beef by the quarter, half or whole beef from Mueller Angus, USDA inspected beef. Fill the freezer. Call Dave Mueller at 701-799-3032. 701-799-3032 to purchase beef by the quarter, half or the whole from Mueller Angus, Hillsboro. You can buy beef by the quarter, half or whole beef from Mueller Angus, USDA inspected beef. Fill the freezer. Call Dave Mueller at 701-799-3032. 701-799-3032 to purchase beef by the quarter, half or the whole from Mueller Angus, Hillsboro.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in North Dakota. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the NDHSAA and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Insurance answers should come easily from local agents you know and trust. Someone down the road, not across the country. From Watford City to downtown Fargo, NODAC insurance agents know the protection you need. From the Peace Garden to the geographical center of North America. We're focused on North Dakota's farms, ranches, small towns, and cities, so the answers are right in front of you. NODAC Insurance Company, agents with answers.
Our Savior's Lutheran Church in Hillsboro, North Dakota invites you to experience the love of God. Our Savior supports all youth with academics, athletics, music, art, dance, and drama, and offer meaningful opportunities for people of all ages. Join us for worship at 8:30 or 10:30 each Sunday morning, in person or watch on television, HTC Channel 34, or online, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, or at oslchillsboro.com.
Coming back here on the post game on YourLiveEvent.com, James Barnes, Corey Erickson joining us here now, again on our Dakota Heritage Bank post-game interviews. Dakota Heritage Bank, sharing our heritage, sharing our future. Locations in North Dakota, Minnesota, dhbanknd.com. Move it down just a hair so you can see both of our faces. Mainly Corey, you don't want to see mine, but I guess you could see mine as well. Coach, you mentioned that, it seemed like the 3 o'clock game, it's like playing, a 9 o'clock game on a Saturday morning. Nobody wants to play a game at that particular time, but it's just how it goes. It's how the spring schedule works. And your ladies at least gave it some fight, but came up a little short today.
Yeah. Defensively, I was happy for the most part with how we played. I'd like to have that fly ball in that first inning back a little bit. Just miscommunication. Santa in center field thought it was coming out to her, and so she called for it. And then Kaylee peeled off on a thing that center fielder called for it. That's, you always practice center fielder has priority on that one. But, with that wind, the way the wind was blowing here today, it just came right back to Kaylee, and it fell right between them. So, and then they scored 6 runs after that in the first inning. So we could have been out of the inning with that play, and then the ensuing, I think, strikeout or whatever we had. So, but they put up 6 more runs on us after we had 2 outs in that inning. So that really kind of put us in a bad spot early on, especially against a team like Kindred-Richland. They're so athletic. They're good. They got, great fielders, great pitchers, great hitters all throughout the lineup. So, getting down 6-0, not the way we need to start that game. But, we settled down from there. It was a little bit of a slow bleed after that. It was, 1 run here, 2 runs there. Offensively, though, I don't know. I thought we had a good plan coming in today. She's going to throw strikes. She's not going to walk a bunch of people. We need to be a little bit more aggressive. But it looked like as soon as we saw that first changeup of hers, we just got in our own heads a little bit, and we were just on our heels from there on out, which not not what we need to do. We're going to see way more change-ups than today. We got a lot of good teams coming up here that we need to face, and we need to be ready for it and compete a little bit harder. So that was the message to the girls afterwards. It's just, hey, we need to have a better plan. We need to execute mentally in the box a little bit better. Hopefully message received, and we keep working on that. This game, we knew it was going to be a tough one, but we just need to keep getting better from it and get to the next game.
You mentioned you mentioned really that excuse my reach here again. The camera wants to take the day off too. You mentioned that in this particular season, there've been a couple of key factors. One being pitching, and another being just communication and just getting on the same page. Where's the progress been on those two particular elements as the season's gone along?
Well, communication was really tested today with that wind. I'm not sure if you could tell on the video, but there's a pretty stiff 30-mile-an-hour wind coming in straight in from center field that really played a trick with communication and everything. So. Like I said, defensively, for the most part, I thought we communicated really well. We've really been working on that in practice. So the girls are getting on the same page, which we weren't early on in the season. I felt like communication wasn't there between people, but we are getting to that better now. Now the next thing is just again improving mentally on the competitiveness side of the ball. We got good players out there. We got girls that are used to playing alongside each other. We got pitchers that'll throw strikes. Megan didn't have the day that she probably wanted to there, but she had more walks than what she normally does. But I thought she competed well and kept the other team off balance, and we made them earn their runs for the most part. So I was happy about that. The next thing is just again moving past last year. Expecting expecting someone else to step up. Some of the girls that graduated, last year, expecting them to step up. Well, they're not there anymore. Now it's your turn to step up. And that's the biggest thing that we're working on right now is just, again, that mental side of competition and understanding that, hey, it's not on anyone else's shoulders now. It is on your shoulders. You need to be able to man up and do it. And we'll get there. I really have confidence that we will get there. It's just it's been a learning year, a really important learning year for us.
I think the highlight performance, one of the highlight performances, especially on defense today, was Kaylee Kittleson on that shortstop delivering a double play on command. I was thinking, this would be a great spot for the Burros to pick up a double play, and wouldn't you know, it goes right to Kaylee, and she makes the heads-up play.
Yeah, she made a really, really good heads-up play there. She's been rock solid for us defensively this year. She's a solid presence over there. She's a good leader. I had to have a conversation with her earlier this season about being the type to kind of calm the ship. When things get tough out there, when people are frustrated, when things aren't going right, who's going to be that leader out there that kind of just steps up and says, this is the way it needs to be. We got you. Talk to the pitchers, and you saw that this today that she really did that with Megan in the circle when Megan was a little bit frustrated at times, wasn't getting some calls that she maybe thought she should have or whatever. But Kaylee kind of calmed her down, and then Megan pitched better from that point on. When we had some tough innings there where they were getting some runners on and everything, we had girls that stepped up and made a play. So. No, hats off to Kaylee, and Carsey did a good job defensively over there. It wasn't a whole lot of opportunities that we had to make plays. Defense made some tough plays in the outfield with that wind swirling out there, but we did a pretty good job. So I was really happy with defensively how we did, and Kaylee was a big part of that.
Big test coming up as, again, Central Cass on the schedule on Thursday. Nice thing is you get them after Kindred-Richland plays them, so maybe you'll tire them out a little bit and you'll get an edge on Thursday. But another tough test against the Squirrels. Yeah,
we have a ton of respect for Central Cass, and we know that they came back hungry this year after we beat them in the region tournament last year. So they took it to us when we played them the first time. I think we put up 4 runs against them, but I think they put up 21 against us. So, they're the real deal this year, and they've had some tough, close losses this season, but they've had some good, solid wins too. So, again, similar story in that game that when we played them earlier to today, where we made some plays, we did some good things defensively, just didn't step up offensively and didn't compete at the plate as well as we needed to. So I'm really hoping that we can continue to build. And it didn't help that we had such a long break prior to this game because of weather cancellations and everything. We hadn't played a game in 9 days, I think, somewhere around there. So really frustrating coming in kind of just flat from that long break. So I'm hoping that we can build some momentum here on into the postseason. Hopefully the weather cooperates and we're actually able to get some of these last 7 or 8 games that we have on the schedule in.
Corey, again, not necessarily the result you wanted, but you got to be proud with your ladies and showing some improvement, showing some fight out there. That's the head coach of the Hillsboro-Central Valley girls softball team, Corey Erickson, joining us in our Dakota Heritage Bank post-game interviews. Dakota Heritage Bank, sharing our heritage, sharing our future. Locations in North Dakota and Minnesota, dhbanknd.com. Corey, thanks for the time. We'll see you on Thursday.
Yep, thank you so much, James.
And we're back to wrap things up next.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. This spring has been a trying time, and we may feel everything is out of our control. Please remember to slow down and stay safe this spring. Come home to your families each and every night. Please use this time to make sure your planter is ready to go. Keep downtime to a minimum. When you get into the fields, we are here to help you with any planting issues that may come up. RDK Enterprises, 636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
This is Austin Reed with Dakota Heritage Bank. At Dakota Heritage Bank, we have a strong background in ag and business lending, but we can also help with any auto, recreational, personal, or home loans, including home equity lines of credit. If you're in need of a loan, visit us at one of our locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota. Dakota Heritage Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. Dakota Heritage Bank, sharing our heritage, sharing our future.
Hi, this is Chrissy Thompson from the Hillsboro-Central Valley School District, reminding you that ethics, integrity, and respect are values important to our daily lives. In our sporting events, educational lessons, and lifetime values taught by school activities. Remember that one simple word, sportsmanship. It's how you play the game. This message is from the Hillsboro and Central Valley School Districts.
This is Tim Cazzette, your local Golden Harvest Seeds dealer. During these winter months, as you think ahead to the spring planting season, I remind you there is strong yielding varieties of Golden Harvest beans and corn available for spring delivery. There's discounts offered. Please ask me about the Golden Advantage deferred payment options or any cash payment discounts. Call me, Tim Cazzette, at 701-430-0877, and thank you for planting Golden Harvest seeds on your farm.
You know, parenting is hard for all of us. And so providing those little resources that we can share for those conversations that are hard to have and to kind of be that icebreaker for both professionals, parents, and then open up that conversation to the more engaging conversation that's needing to be had.
Being a parent myself, oftentimes it's the simple things that make a difference.
As a busy parent myself, just engaging with your kids, making it an everyday thing so they know that you're there, they can always come to you when those difficult situations do arise.
Contact Trail District Health Unit in Hillsboro for more information.
There's a new inventory of trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsboro. You can see the latest inventory online at bloomfieldtrailers.com. Bloomfield Enterprises has a full line of Big Tex trailers. Big Tex has affordable and versatile utility trailers for all your jobs. Big Tex has a full line of products from ATV trailers to gooseneck to dump trailers and more. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsboro.
Joe McKeever has joined Ziegler Ag Equipment, Highway 9 North Ada, as a sales account manager. He can be reached at 218-350-2818 or the store number 218-784-2961. Visit with Joe McKeever or Chuck Croshes for all your sales needs with farm equipment from Ziegler Ag Equipment. Welcome Joe McKeever to the team at Ziegler Ag Equipment. Visit with Joe or Chuck for your ag equipment needs from Ziegler Ag Equipment, Highway 9 North Ada.
Coming on back one final time here on YourLiveEvent.com. James Martin's here with you as our final score on the Golden Harvest Tim Gazette Seed Sales scoreboard, 11-1. Kindred-Richland gets the win over Hillsboro-Central Valley. Let's take you through our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. Life takes energy. Enbridge.com for career opportunities. Our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game today is Danica Rath from Kindred-Richland. Rath through 4 of the 5 innings in the pitcher's circle. She struck out 8 Hillsboro-Central Valley batters and did not allow a single hit, walk, or base runner. That is our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game in Danica Rath. And taking a look here now at our RDK Enterprises Precision Play of the Game. Precision planning updates, comments, questions, concerns. RDK Enterprises, Hillsboro, and Drayton, wishing our area planters a safe and prosperous planting season. I'm going to give one offensive play and one defensive play on the list for today. On the offensive side, I'm going to give it to in the bottom of the first, Jana Zazotic with a 3 RBI triple, our longest extra base hit of the day today. And really gave Kindred-Richland that momentum, and it's a big difference between a 3-0 game and a 6-0 game after the first inning. She made it a 6-0 game. That's her offensive play of the game, again presented by RDK Enterprises, Hillsboro, and Drayton. Our defensive play of the game, we're going to give it to Hillsboro-Central Valley with a double play. Kaylee Kittleson. This one came in the fourth, the top of the fourth, grounder went to Kittleson at short. She tagged the runner, forced out at third, and then tossed it over to first for the unassisted 6-3 double play. That's part of our RDK Enterprises Precision Plays of the game. And last but certainly not least, our Halstead Telephone Company post-game connection. Discover local reliability you can trust at halsteadtel.com. Again, our post-game connection here today. Let's go through the pitcher stats one more time. Again, a combination still for Kindred-Richland, specifically their pitching statistics. A total of 8 strikeouts, actually a total of 9 strikeouts for the 2 of them. For Danica Rath, 8 of them, and Cora Johnson with 1. Just 1 combined walk, 1 combined and an error as well. Just that 1 walk and 1 error away from a combined perfect game, 5 innings of play. An 11-1 score is the final here on the Golden Harvest Tim Gazette Seed Sales scoreboard. Last time I checked, it was 1-0 still. Hillsboro-Central Valley was leading Larimore in the 5th. Heading over to that one for more baseball action for you on YLE. Looks like the weather is some sprinkles here, but it looks like it's going to hold just enough to finish things out. From all of us here at YourLiveEvent.com, for our executive producer, Mark Forseth, marketing director, Jim Burke-Burkmeyer, as well as our Magic Video Man, Jack Elby, and we'll call it the Magic Video Man Assistant, Greg Grenz, and all the voices on Your Live Event, led by our co-sportscaster of the year, Chase Miller, Brandon Mickelson, back at the Halstead Telephone Company office as well. From all of us here at YourLiveEvent.com, one final reminder that we are having postseason coverage, Region 1, Region 2, and as well, Region 3. Region 1 girls and boys, Region 1 baseball, softball, Region 2 baseball, softball, Region 3 baseball as well. And also EDC softball and Northeast track and field, some track and field in Minnesota, postseason ball in Minnesota as well. Plenty of opportunities if you're a new business, if you're a growing business, or if you just want to reach a new audience. Give us a call. Reach out to us at Your Live Events. We have information for you in the ad breaks. If you want to add your business to these broadcasts, let us know. Give us a call, send us an email, reach out either to R&J Broadcasting or YourLiveEvent.com. We'd be happy to walk you through all the options that we do have. From all of us here at YourLiveEvent.com, James Martins saying, Region 1, girls softball fans, show some pride.